do you want? Why does it matter? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today I found this book. For the life of me, I don't remember reading it. I've had it for a while. I know I read it because my very unique style of highlighting is all throughout this book. And as I look over the highlights, I remember reading it, but it was years ago. This book came out. I even look at the date. Let me see here. When did this book come out? This came out in 2006. I probably read this book in 2006. It was a brand new book at the time. And I remember getting a lot out of it, and I could tell by the areas that I highlighted what that was all about. Um, a lot of life comes down to a lot of lessons that are in this book. This is really good stuff because I like books that are simple. This is I could tell this author, this T.J. Hoisington. I don't know how you pronounce your name, T.J. I'm sorry. I'll look you up afterwards, but it's this a lot of the I think he thinks like me because a lot of this is set up the same way I set up my book, which is just in chunks of lessons. And this one's much better written and a bigger book, but this I really like the way it's laid out. It's just very simple, straightforward lessons. This one chapter I wanted to talk with you about. It's called "What Do You Want?" This is chapter 6. He says it's a law number 5. He's got these divided up into laws, and this is all the idea that basically, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what target you're looking to hit, you're going to hit it with absolute accuracy. You know that old saying. Um, and here's a great way he puts it. I highlighted this, so let me go over this. He says if you were unable to filter all the data that's constantly bombarding your brain, you would go crazy. For example, place this book down for a moment and do the following exercise. Become still. Notice all the sounds that are present that a moment ago you weren't aware of. Maybe you hear the air conditioning, or people shifting or walking around. Maybe you notice your breathing or cars driving outside your home or office. You have a built-in system that tunes out what is not important to you. And then the next part says the bottom line is if you are unclear about what you want out of life, then even if opportunities arise, they will simply go unnoticed. You will unknowingly filter them out. On the other hand, when you're clear about what you want to achieve, you will notice the slightest opportunity that can lead to the accomplishment of your goal. And here's what this is. I think a lot of people, I could say for myself, that for the longest time, I did not want to voice what I want or write down what I want or think about what I want because I was not certain that what I wanted was the right thing. Because we all know that there's a side of us that want the wrong thing for the wrong reasons, right? And when you go through life and you don't trust yourself, then what you're not doing is you're not only distrusting the wrong part of you, you're distrusting the right part of you too. And sometimes you need to step back and just say, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to see if this is a good fit. For example, let's say you think that it would be a good thing to make more money for you and your family or what have you, if you're alone or what have you. You want to make more money. Now, a person could take that and take it completely in the wrong direction. But that doesn't mean that a person can't also take that and take it in the right direction. So, what I've learned how to do is to first acknowledge what you want. And then in time you'll figure out whether it was right or not. But you're not going to know if you just hold it in and act like it isn't there. Your desires mean something. They may mean something wrong, but they may mean something right too. And that, at least that's what I found with myself. And I hope you relate with that. And so you got to let go of that sense that you shouldn't acknowledge what you want out of life because it might be encouraging you in a direction that you need to go. And if you really want to go there, if you really think that you want to see whether it's right or not, you need to acknowledge it. You need to pay attention to it. Just enough. You don't need to, I don't believe you need to obsess over it. I think you may need to write it down. Maybe you need to put it up somewhere just to remind yourself. But other than that, you let it go. And then this whole thing where he talks about that that when you're clear about what you want to achieve, you'll notice the slightest opportunity that can lead to the accomplishment of your goal. You'll notice it. You'll notice it because it's somewhere toward the top of your mind. It doesn't need to be something that you think about all day long. It just needs to be near the top so that when you're looking for it, you see it. Oh, there it is. It's not a heavy thing. I really don't think it's a heavy thing. I think it's an acknowledgement that you might have something that you need to do. You might have something you need to get done. You might have some desires. You might actually have desires and stuff that you want to do that is good for you, that is going in a positive direction, that's going to challenge you and encourage you to be a better person. Something to consider, and I think we don't talk about this enough, and that's why we tend to fall into the Buddhist mindset of anything that I desire must automatically be wrong. And I think there's two types of desires, is what it is. And I think English messes us up. If you're an English speaker, you get what I'm saying here. English messes us up because we only have one word for it. It's a want, it's a desire, and it can always, but that one word can be taken two different ways. And really, I think those are two different things. But it's all in the same head, so we get confused. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Good book, worth checking out. Thin, nice and simple, quick read. I remember it was a quick read when I went through this, and I had my highlighter all the way through, and I always liked that because I could go back, pick right back up, and grab some of the really good nuggets that I like. And if I want to, I can read a little bit deeper and go back through it. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Hey, if you'd like to get a really quick, simple book that'll hopefully wake up some desires and ideas in your head, go check out my 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.